Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Okay, deep breath. It's only Thursday. Goodness me. Okay, so what do I want to have a look at today? There are a few things that I want to actually have a bit of a dive into. What am I going to have a look at first? I've got a list of things. I am going to have a chat about my guides at some stage. They will tell me when the time is right, just to let you know what the update with them is. But what my guides are really wanting me to have a look at first today is return back to the B52 that went down at Edwards Air Force Base in California. There's a list of names that have since come out of who was on that B52. Hopefully this will be a really quick reading, but I was chatting via email to one of my gorgeous viewers and they mentioned something in regards, and my guides as clear as day said to me that the overridden or overriding, something along those lines, which immediately made me think of, and then I realized that there were several Boeing representatives on that test flight, and my mind went straight to the Max737 jetliner. If you remember the issues there, where the pilots were being overridden by the electronics, by the programming, and ended up crashing. So I'm just going to do a really, really quick check. Now I gather it's the military that does the investigation into this. So let's have a look. Was feeling prickly in my head and my legs. Hair standing up on the back. Tell me, you guys gave me the word overridden or overridden. I was going to say overriding, but then nope, overridden. What do we need to know? Now, remember, there were several whistleblowers that were talking about the failures within Boeing that were suddenly found in their motor vehicles, etc., unalived in what can only be described as suspicious circumstances. In other words, the positioning of things showed that they couldn't have done it to themselves. I read on that at the time. Gosh, that was, what, a year ago or so? Feels longer than that. Okay, let's have a look. What do you guys need to tell me about the fact that you said the word overridden to me yesterday? I'm using the True Crime Oracle deck. There is one card that's popped out and it's called Debt. Somebody owes somebody a debt. There's a debt that is owed. Oh, accomplices in crime. Accomplice and partner in crime on the bottom there. And just pop that back randomly. What do you guys need to tell me about the word overridden? What was actually being tested? Come on down, let's have a look. Right, faked death, in other words, a death that was not all as seems is what I'm getting there. It's not that someone is alive. I'm getting there's a death that's not as seems. Challenged by being trapped. I'm seeing the debt card. Fake death and trapped. What do we need to know? Why are you giving me this? The word mountains, which can mean trying to find a path forward, an obstacle that is in the way. And in the past, we've got the chameleon Hidden in plain sight. Something hidden in plain sight. Why are you giving me this word? Got this card, jealousy. This pops up a few times when I'm looking on these sorts of issues. Jealousy is the reason over this. I'm not saying anybody was jealous of anybody on that aircraft. There was a. Why am I seeing Canada? The planes that Canada bought, the Grip-ons. A jealousy here. Suicide in the immediate. It was a suicide mission, motel, hotel, wooded area. Now, I did a reading the other day and all these cards came out as well. Oh, that was on the cult members. This feels like clandestine meeting, wooded area internally. Can't see the forest for the trees, the long road, white lining it down the long road. Female, drugs and poison, and a meeting. Why are you guys giving, and fraud? And greed. I mean, believe it or not, there are good cards in this deck. Egotistic, cult, accomplice in crime, inside job, an accident, money, imprisonment, man-made disaster. And a spouse and a partner goes missing. Wonder if that's this female, because this is the outcome. A spouse, so this is the underlying energy. A spouse and a partner, I suspect of one of those that are on this plane goes missing because they know too much. Okay. Again, this is making me uncomfortable. But out of this deck, this card here again, you've got the inside job in regards to this disaster. Those that are financially behind it know that they would face jail if they were outed. Oh, far out, man. Pop those away. And the Smith-Waite Tarot deck, just to get a bit of a clearer picture in no nonsense. Deep breath. Why am I getting overridden? Just to clarify, the military and the emperor. Why am I getting... Okay, tell me, is this to do with Boeing testing? The same thing that affected the Hermit and the ship's not coming in. Investigation. And the Three of Wands. Trying to bring something to fruition, but the ship's not coming in. Was this test with this B52 to do with the same? Well, there's failed harvest, money that's unable to be bought in, money. This could be the failed system. Went away and had a good look at it, presented it again. because it's all about money making. Those that are not listening, perhaps not listening to the programmers, words come out now that apparently Grok was behind about 9,000 missiles that were sent into Persia. Grok with its 45% accuracy rate, in other words, 55% inaccurate. Tell me, is there a connection between the Max 737 jetliner system failures and this crashed B52? King of Swords. Yeah, okay. The King of Swords, bringing forward some sort of strategy, a partnership, off the cliff, and the King of Pentacles, the money that's involved. I'm going to leave it there. My guides are telling me to leave it there. Short answer is yes. Okay, short and sweet. Catch you shortly. Bye.